I am. Out on the street, my head in my hands. I've got no plan, only to see you again. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I like being kicked on the ground. I'm not that strong, but then I come to my senses. Yeah, I'm coming. You can feel my power, and I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel don't be afraid. Don't do that man with the scar on his face. It's a charade. It's just the way you've been living. Yeah! I'm coming. You feel my power. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels it. And I feel what is real when she feels it. Yeah. And I feel. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel what is real when. So here I am, out on the streets with my head in my hands. I've got no plans, only to see you again. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I like being kicked on the ground. I'm not that strong, but then I come to my senses. Yeah, I'm coming. You can feel my power, and I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel to that man with the scar on his face. It's a charade. It's just the way you've been living. Yeah! I'm coming. You can feel my power. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels it. And I feel what is real when she feels it. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel.
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about Astroworld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at Astroworld is we hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we just talk astrophotography. Wednesday's more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at astroworldweb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optilong filter kit, Charles Brackenstein's books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So come to astroworldweb.com, hang out with us, have a good time, and as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Hey, where did my color go? Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control using a powerful hand. I wanna be ya, I wanna see ya. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hot little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Yeah. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn the way. I wanna see you, I wanna be you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. Yeah, you're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hot little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. I wanna be, I wanna see, don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late, late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hot little color, it's black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You're going black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hot little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. What the hell's wrong with my telescope now? What's wrong with this thing?
The lost Lone Ranger, can I break this spell? One thing right, do I make you two things wrong? If I want to stand my line, I will always take the fall. If I just you stand a lot of women refuse to understand. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take all your money and whatever else spring. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 Guitar Players Planet.
Solar eclipse. October, annular eclipse. Don't let your glasses fall off. You ready for the next solar eclipse? You ready for it? October 14th this year is an annular eclipse, followed by April, another total solar eclipse, and you create your own branded Astroworld Telescope solar glass made by American Paper Optics today on the website, astroworldtelescope.com, or give me a call, 516-273-3771, and we can get you a set of 4 of these for $9.99. Come on down again, astroworldtelescope.com, and keep imaging as long as you don't have a solar shade on. Keep imaging. He's gonna give it a little more bottle. He's finally thrown away the bottle. Don't you know the monster has finally set me free? And don't you know the monster is down on his knees?
say, can't you say the change you made? Can't you say, can't you say, can't you say the change you made? 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 Can't you say, yeah, woo! Can't you say, well, can't you say, can't you say the change you made?
What the hell's wrong with my telescope now? Damn, what's wrong with this thing?
Another lost lone ranger. Can I break this spell? Do one thing right, do I make you do things wrong? If I want that fine line, I will always take the fall. If I just do left, watch it hit from the right. I sleep all day long, and I'm breathing through the night. So here I am, out on the streets with my head in my hands. I've got no plans, only to see you again. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I like being kicked on the ground. I'm not that strong, but then I come to my senses. Yeah! I'm coming, you can feel my power. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel
to that man with the scar on his face. It's a charade. It's just the way you've been living. Yeah! I'm coming. You can feel my power. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel.
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about Astroworld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at Astroworld is we hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we just talk astrophotography. Wednesday's more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at astroworldweb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optilong filter kit, Charles Brackenstein's books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So come to astroworldweb.com, hang out with us, have a good time, and as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Where did my color go? Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control, using a powerful hand. I wanna be you, I wanna see you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to tell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Yeah. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We got to learn the way. I wanna see you, I wanna be you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. Yeah, you're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand.
And it's good. It's good.
Hello, party people. Another Friday night. We be here again, and we got Sean with us. And Sean, it seems like God, it seems I haven't seen you in like 2 days or so.
2 days.
Yeah, it's been about 3 days actually.
3 days. Well, I lost a day driving into Connecticut. So I mean into Syracuse, Connecticut. Oh my God.
It's not the same sitting out back without you, buddy.
Ah, man. Yeah, you know what? And Sean, I don't know if you posted it or not, but there's a nice picture of me and Darth Vader behind you. So I mean, you gotta put.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did get that. I did post it actually. So
Did you? Cool.
yeah, I put it on the Astroworld Facebook.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's right. They said we were gonna have a Darth level on Patreon.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Then again, you know, I know I said thank you when Ron was on the show the other night. I can't thank you and Trish enough for your hospitality up there. It was really cool hanging out.
For sure. Yeah, no, we really enjoyed having you. It was fantastic. Had a great time in that, and really enjoyed hanging out and being able to image with you and whatnot. And even though we had a bad experience with the Airbnb.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna save that for the Patreon members a little bit, because it's a little bit. I think it might be even like horrible to put that on YouTube. I think they might do something, but especially with the naked baby thing. And if you want to know what that's all about,
in your room, that was pretty crazy.
That was weird.
Yeah, very.
I was just glad that I got my refund too. That's all. I had to get MasterCard involved in order to get that refund, but they actually took the listing off.
Yeah,
at this point. Yeah.
They the day we complained, they changed the pictures the next day.
Right.
And then the following day, after we got our money, they took the whole thing down.
Yeah, just took it right off. Yeah.
Oh man.
Exactly. I don't know if they did it or if Airbnb did it, but someone took it down. So
either way, I am so glad that we were the conduits.
Yes. Yeah.
That took this place down, that nobody else has to go there ever again.
Actually, you know what's really funny is when I was talking to MasterCard, the lady on customer support that I was talking to, she had a very similar experience to mine with regards to Airbnb. So she was more than helpful in getting the dispute thing started and whatnot. Yeah. So
yeah,
but that was pretty crazy. That was like. I don't even know how to describe that.
Oh my God. Well, just so if anybody doesn't follow what we were doing and everything, or the postings and stuff, I booked this Airbnb for 4 nights. Sean booked it for 3 nights. out of the 4 nights, actually, let's add it up. Out of the 7 booked nights, we stayed a combined 8 hours.
Yeah, we were there. The both of us were there only 4.5 hours, basically.
Oh,
It was
man.
actually, it was funny because it was 10:30 in the morning. We got there about 7:30 or so, and it was about 10 or 10:30 in the morning, and I was still awake. I posted something, I can't remember where to, but Dan
Yep.
replied to me, and I realized he was up. So I texted him. I said, "Are you awake?" And he said, "Yeah, he hasn't slept at all. He's been watching TV shows and stuff." And I was laughing. And I said to him, I said, "Hey, do you want to just get out of here? Because I can't sleep here." I said, "There's just no way." It was just nasty. So we ended up getting up, getting ready, and we left, and that was that. But
They were like, yo, call Ron and tell him we're imaging from his
yeah, that's
backyard
right.
too.
Yeah. So I messaged Ron. Yeah, that's right. I messaged Ron right away, and I said, could we come to your place and stay and image?"
So Sean slept like right around the corner from me in Ron's basement, and we slept
way
there.
better. Way better. It was so much better. You know, Gail had the bed done up so nice and everything and whatnot. It was just fantastic. Yeah, I really appreciate Ron, taking us in as he did.
Who like the what is it? The prodigal son, returns.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Yeah. Let me tell you something, Jason. So the American, if you've seen my posting on it, I said I would want to put the whole room inside a sanitary napkin disposal bag if I could. The funny thing is that not only would I want to take where we were and put it in there, I would have to like nuke it just to sanitize the ground that it was on. I slept at the American, and the only thing that bothered me was a little smell when I pulled the sheets over my head, kinda, and I got this whiff of something. It was pretty gross. But whatever it was, I don't know. But this room, not only did the entire floor smell, it was like you walked through the place and there was people's dirty shoes and
Dirty socks
and everything. It was, and then you walk down this hallway and you go down these stairs and you couldn't go through the front door. So we finally pass the front door. We go around and we go in. We see like these old movie posters of like Hamlet with Laurence Olivier and a couple other things, and then you see these creepy pictures of this guy. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of imagine if it was nice. It reminded me of the banquet hall in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, where it had all these people, and I'm not being racist or anything, but all these people from India with turbans and everything around, because it was all pictures of shahs or something all over the place. It was pretty kind of strange, and it just was
that thing in my room there with the moving arms.
I swear that looked like Scott. That looked like Scott. It totally did. I was like, Scott, we miss you. I hope you're watching, but
I'm still laugh. I still tell. I told Trish. I said how I was sitting in the chair in my room, and you sat on my bed and went, "Holy crap! You're sleeping on a Klingon bed."
It was that bad. It was like a platform.
Like you might as well put a sheet over a dining room table and had me sleep on it, because that's what it was like. It was crazy.
It was horrible. It was horrible. Man. It was so bad.
The best. It's pretty sad when the best part is the washroom.
That was the only clean part of the place. That was it.
It was the only clean part. That's right.
It was so bad. And somebody said you should have had video. I do have video, Corn. I'll share it with you. I have video of it. It's pretty scary.
There is video. Yeah. That's what we used actually to get our refund.
Yeah. Yep.
It was actually good that you took that video, Dan, because without it, we might have been screwed.
So. Oh no, this was. I wish I could have been like, was it like a 4D video so I could capture the smell of the place?
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. And when I was talking to Airbnb, I said the only thing you can't see in this video is the smell.
No. It was so disturbing. It was disturbing.
It
Oh,
was,
man.
but anyways,
Tandem.
that's behind us. So
Yes.
we know better next time.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
and in all fairness, I know that you know, a lot of people that I know have used Airbnbs and said good things. However,
Yeah.
After talking to them a little bit more, they kept on saying, make sure you go to a super host when you're on Airbnb. And I guess there is a level of hosts as you go based on the
Yep.
ratings you have, and the super hosts are the ones that are literally certified by Airbnb to be a host. So
Yeah, 'cause that's where when I went to New Mexico a few years back, remember, I stayed at an Airbnb and it was a super host and it was
yeah.
fantastic.
So next time we go to a super host, I didn't know it. I mean, this is Sean and mine first time ever
Yeah, I
using
had no clue. It was my first time
Airbnb, so
using it.
we had no idea. But now we know. So next time we do super hosts and then pay an extra whatever $50 or whatever. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
well, Corin threw out the first question. It looks like about a new mount for Eric. Did you make a decision yet?
Dum, dum, dum.
Nope.
But I don't
Leaning
know.
towards.
I'm
Is
kind
it
of
going to
still.
be a?
I'm leaning. It's going to be. I'm thinking. I'm going Ioptron with the.
Is it going to be harmonic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the
Yeah.
69, the harmonic
Okay.
69. It's
69.
they. Yeah, I know, right? And there, it's on. I guess it's on. You just walk into that one,
Sorry.
right? When why didn't they just name it? You know, like just up, name it the 70, just round up.
No, they could have even
Yeah, I
done
know, right?
68, you know, because if they
Or
couldn't do
68,
60,
or
they
something.
couldn't do 70 because then it would be false advertising. So
They
68
didn't,
at least.
68, you know,
in all fairness, they probably don't know what 69 means in North America. You know what I
they
mean?
probably
One of those
don't,
things.
but it's just funny.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So
But yeah,
it's
that's
between the
what I'm
69 and the Pegasus though, right?
no, I think.
Oh, Pegasus dropped off.
Yeah, I think
okay.
it's like I was telling you before. I think it was either going to be the 43,
Oh, so you're
the
totally
Ioptron
staying. Yeah,
43,
all right.
or the because at least this way I can use my existing pier or my tri-pier when I'm traveling without having to buy any mods or buy any
Gotcha.
extra
Buy a new
adapters.
plate or whatever.
Yeah, so that's the reason why.
No, Ioptron's a great choice. As a matter of fact, Eric, as a matter of fact, Sean and I, when we were in our freezing, dying, breath seeing,
Soul sucking.
I swear, and I need to talk to a couple of friends of mine, but you know, I think Sean and I are on the same page with this. But I think we are at the age now where standing around in a field, freezing your what's this off, and you can't leave or go to bed or anything.
Yeah.
It's getting beyond
It's getting old.
what I want to do. It's not enjoyable, let's say.
No, it was. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, I actually. It's funny because I haven't done that in probably 10 years. So it's been a long time since I was in the field, in a dark field, and it was cold, and the dew was just dripping off everything. And yeah, and I didn't like the fact that like I was uncomfortable opening my car door even, but I ended up doing it just to crawl inside, just to try and get some sleep or something, which didn't work out because I was freezing. I was shivering like hell on
I
that.
felt bad. I figured I thought you were sleeping because I heard snoring coming from your
Snoring. Yeah, I
direction.
know. No, it was the other guy that was a tent over from us that was snoring. I could hear him too.
So I texted Sean at like, I don't know, it was like 3:00 in the morning or something. I said, dude, I figured out how to open up my car door and turn on the car without turning on the lights. I have heat. Come on over. So
yeah.
I guess he didn't feel it or whatever. So he stayed there.
My phone was in my pocket. I didn't even know that you had messaged that.
So then I opened the door and I went to go outside and I hear, And it just seemed very close. So I was like, all right, he's sleeping. I guess that's a good thing. I'll let him
It
sleep.
could have been, you know what? It could have been me. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't.
And this is why I own it. I own a fifth wheel. This is why I own a trailer, because I'm not going through that stuff, dude.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Well, there was another Dave there from Quebec. He had rented a trailer, and it had a shower and everything in it, and heating, cooling, the whole shebang. So
absolutely.
And they came and set it up. They brought it out, set it up for him, everything. All he had to do was basically open the door and walk inside. So that's the way to do it, I think. If I do it again, that's probably the way I'll do it. But to be honest with you, I'll probably just go during the day for the events and stuff, and chit chat with people, and then hang out at Ron's or something, and do some imaging there, and we can drink and have some pizza and go to bed.
Yeah, that's what when I go to the Illinois Dark Skies Star Party this October, it's going to be like mid-October, so the temperature's going to start dropping, but it's still going to be it should still be relatively nice. And I'm going to take the camper there. I'll probably just go for and just do this like you guys were saying, go during the day, checking things out, but I'll do like all my imaging back at my camper, and I'll just shoot from there. Right there next to the camper, so it'd make it a little bit easier for me too. But the mount is gonna come, but also that my AVX, I gotta probably send that off now if I want to keep it. Damn dogs. I love my dogs.
Speaking of mounts and stuff, I gotta really give a shout out to Ioptron with the HEM15, the hybrid harmonic. I was using that at Starfest, and it performed really well. It tracked fantastic. It responded to auto guiding fantastic. I didn't even have it balanced properly just because of where I had to place the Pegasus power box. It was actually imbalanced in the deck, and it still performed really, really well. I was really impressed with it. So, and it's so lightweight. Like I just pick up my whole, like I had the Starfield Optics 60Q astrograph and the HEM15. I could just pick that up with one hand basically and carry it around wherever I wanted to. It was very lightweight, but so capable. I was really, really impressed with it, and the build quality on it is really fantastic. The only thing I would suggest is, well, they need to improve the iPolar. The iPolar, that was a nightmare trying to use. I had the iPolar version. I didn't use it. I used SharpCap to do the polar alignment. Thanks to Ron and Dan, they suggested I just go that route. And I had bought it actually. I had bought the pro license for SharpCap when I was at Ron's house before we went up on Friday. But yeah, you could get away with buying the non-iPolar version of that mount, save a few bucks, and just do a 3-point or whatever you want to call it with Nina 3-point alignment, or do the SharpCap polar alignment. And I wasn't excellent in polar alignment. I was good, polar alignment. It was all right, and it still really did a good job. So big shout out to Optron for that mount. I think it's a really good quality mount that can be really, really useful for travel purposes, mobile purposes, like we were doing that night.
Yeah, it's super light. And again, what was it? It's a 15-pound or 17-pound or
18 pounds, 8 kilograms. Yeah, 8.2 kilograms or 18 pounds is what it can hold without a counterweight. 27 pounds with a counterweight.
So there you go. I mean, not bad. And it weighs less than 5 pounds. The thing is,
like I said, you pick it up with one arm basically,
the whole thing, tripod and everything on the shoulder.
Everything just right over your shoulder, away you go. But and it slewed really fast too. I like the slewing on it, quiet, and it slewed really fast. It was nice. Once we got past the plate solving problem, of course, which only took 3.5 hours.
So it turns out with that was the That was the L Extreme hiding all the stars.
That was
So
it was the L Ultimate. It was the
Ultimate,
L
Ultimate.
the
Sorry.
3 nanometer. Yeah, that was hiding it. Yeah, it just wasn't getting enough stars. So we battled with that. Dan was trying to help me and stuff. I was just banging my head against the wall. I couldn't figure out why this thing wouldn't plate solve. And turns out we took out the filter and tried it again after 3.5 hours. Of course, we took out the filter, and yeah, there it went. It worked perfect. So I just ran that night with the filter.
It was the filter. Yeah, because the HAE 43 is like 13 pounds, 13 or
Yep.
no, I think it's
Something like
maybe
that.
a little bit less than that. But yeah, that's really, really light. Yeah, it's 12.8 pounds.
Yep.
And that one, even if I put weight on it, it goes up to 55 pounds.
Nice.
And that's the reason why I'm trying to balance and trying to figure out which one, because even with my CEM 60, what I've got, nothing that I have even approaches that weight, not even close. And if I ever upgrade to like an Edge 11, I'd still have enough weight, enough payload to handle it. Even with the 43, even at the base 43, So I'm going back and forth. I'm terrible with this stuff sometimes. I'm trying to decide like which way do I want to go? Is this the right way? Is that the right way? Is it the best way? It drives me nuts sometimes.
So it looks like me and TJ are going to be talking over the weekend.
Go for it, bro.
Hey, listen, and the walls are compatible with the Pod S. So when I want to upgrade and move,
yes,
I could sell the Pod regular, the dome.
Yeah.
Keep the walls, and then whatever. So
Mark has threw a question out.
I haven't seen it.
Anyone know how to figure out how much counterweight to use with these harmonic drives? I want to put my Edge 11 on one, but I need to figure out how much weight to use. Well, I'll give you this. It's not a lot. I would say, because I was looking at several. I mean, now the HAE 43, which is the mid, which is the one just below what I was considering. The OTA is 11 pounds. I'm sorry, the OTA of the Edge 11 is like 28, 29 pounds.
Yeah.
Then you put on your extra, camera, your imaging train. You're probably gonna, depending on the camera and everything, you're gonna get pretty darn close to that. But I was reading somewhere that you only really need like maybe a 10-pound.
Well, here's one of the things with the harmonic drives. Number one, Mark, I think you're using a rainbow. Let me know which mount you're using. If you're not using a rainbow, let me know. Just let's know which mount. But here's the thing: if you're on a pier, right?
Yes, like
now, unfortunately, sometimes with some harmonic drives, you'll get something called gravity drift, and what happens is that there's no brake really on the deck drive. So once you turn off power to the drive, it will start going to gravity, depending on if it's tube side, the tube will drop. It won't drop fast, it won't smash your tube, but it will go very slowly. It will just go with gravity. Now, what you just want, all right, so you got the Pegasus with the C11, you're going to need probably about a 7-pound counterweight. That's a guess. I could get some information from Pegasus with the C11, but it's not a lot. But what you want, he's got a break. That's fine. So if you're using the Nix on a tripod pier with or on a tripod, I believe they sell a 10-pound counterweight for that, if I remember right.
That's around 10 pounds.
So a 10-pound should do it. If you want, I could get some information. I could send them an email tonight. They're probably just getting up now, and get some more information on what. Okay, so if it's on your tri-pier,
yeah,
that's 7 to 10 pounds should do it.
Yeah, because the tri-pier is already stable enough. So yeah, just like Dan's saying, 7 to 10 pounds.
Yeah,
you should. be just fine.
Yep. And again, remember 90% of the problems with the reason why they want to counterweight when you exceed the payload of whatever harmonic drive you have, they're not really worried so much about the gear problem. They're worried more so about the entire scope flipping on you because of imbalance of the weighting. It's because the mount is so lightweight.
Yes. Now, one thing as far as balance, and you mentioned this, you're bringing this up a little bit, Sean, when you're balancing your deck. One thing that I saw from Star Arizona, and then I also saw this on Queve's channel, is they sell these computers, or you can even use a clamp multimeter. And you can use that to help, and based off of the DC voltage, to help tell you how balanced you are. Your OTA is.
Quiv had done something like that.
Quiv done that, or you can buy something. I think it's Star Arizona, or I don't know if they have any in stock right now, but that's something I was thinking about.
That's funny.
Huh?
Someone came out with something for that?
Yeah. Star Arizona has something where you can plug it in to your DC, and then it has a DC output, so you can plug the other into your mount.
Cool.
Where then you can help you with the balance and everything, which I thought was not a bad idea. But like I said, I think you can, if you find Queve's video, you can take like a clamp multimeter.
But I do remember that, though. I think that the mount that he used was a regular mount. I think it was like an EQ6.
It was something like that.
Harmonic mounts break a lot of rules when it comes to balancing. So I don't know how that would work with a harmonic mount. Might be a good thing to try. I don't know, but I think some of the rules get a little broken, depending on which harmonic. Like maybe if you have like a rainbow, that suffers from this gravity drift that I was talking about. Maybe when you have something like that, it wouldn't be a problem. Somebody said that the Pegasus got brakes on both axes, so you're not going to have the problem when you lose that. When you lose power, it won't. Nothing will happen. But
both Star Lantern and Mark just mentioned that it's mainly for EQ.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
So okay, so that's good to know. So
I guess for me, when I was saying about the imbalance and stuff, because the HEM15 is a hybrid, so it's the RA that's the strain wave. It's the deck is a belt driven. So I was actually really impressed at the capability with it being imbalanced as it was. It wasn't a minor imbalance. It's fairly significant, but it still performed really well. Held its own. So. And you know what? To be honest with you, with balance and everything like that, I actually usually imbalance everything anyways. So, I just find it works better myself. Sure. I'm not a stickler for balance. But yeah, even with my old mount, my EQ6, it likes heavier loads. It doesn't like light loads for sure. But I make sure that it's in balance because I just find it works better and stuff like that. But that Skywatcher EQ6 is a trooper. It's a 2006 model and it's still going.
Oh my goodness.
It's been sitting outside covered up, when not in use, but it's been sitting outside since 2017 and it's still going. So
man,
really
and there's something to be said about those center mounts. I mean, I had my Atlas, the original Atlas EQG for 10 years and never had to have it tuned up, no problems, guided under 0.5 all the time, and unbelievable. And then I moved to EQ6R, same thing, another center mount. Then I moved to the 8R, another center mount, same thing. So I mean, I love the center mounts, although eventually I'm probably going to find myself resigned to going to a, like a rainbow mount or something, or like a 10 micron or something like that. But eventually, maybe after I steal TJ's pod and
hey, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're talking this weekend. We're talking now. I'm going back and forth. That's why I haven't been looking at the chat. I'm like, oh my god, you're selling it? Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
said he'd
So
work with me. So
there you go. Yeah, Starlancer. I just messaged you a little, answered it a little bit, but no, I actually brought the everything in and just did the calibration frames and my dark frames using Nina. So I'm pretty much using Nina right now on the refractor. I'm planning on taking out the 8-inch and putting that on the AVX. It may be this weekend sometime. I heard it's going to be a decent, maybe Sunday, so I can try out the Asado and get it set up.
yep.
So
Hey, I mean, I didn't get a chance to put together my photo yet. I just transferred everything over today, so I don't even know how many photos I got in there. But I'm thinking about 8 or 9 hours total I got. So hopefully I
okay,
can get that
of the dark
this weekend.
of the
The
shoehorse of
seahorse.
the seahorse. Yeah,
Yeah, seahorse.
yeah. Because I think I've got. I want to say maybe I've got maybe around 12
No,
of the dark
maybe
shark.
we could put them both together.
Yeah, yeah. So I would take a look, see.
We could do
But I think I
the
might
first
have
Astro World collaboration photo.
collaboration. There you go. There it is.
And don't worry, I'll take out the green. Everybody hate. I got a lot of hate. I got a lot of hate on the green, on Discord. So I'll take it out. I'll take it out. It's not really a big deal. All right. So tonight we are doing a little bit of a constellation overview, and we're about 8:45. So why don't we get started on the constellation? Now I only picked 3, at 3 and an overlook, because that guy had some stuff that I added a little bit more because Hercules has a lot of history as far as
Does have a lot.
so I added a lot of history to it, more than I usually do, and less on because there really isn't a lot really in Hercules. There's a little bit, but there's not like it's
That's kind of surprising.
M13 is really the
Yeah.
the big showpiece.
M13, then you got M92, and then you got all these little
Yeah.
planetaries all over the place, and that's kind of it. And there's something else in there that I found, which I'll show everybody, that I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
but
cool.
Eric, you want to go? Actually, I went first last time. You want to go first this time?
I can't. Yeah. So I updated. I told you I updated the title.
Yes, I put the wrong title up there.
So
Thank you, Eric, for doing that. Appreciate it.
So I'm doing Vulpecula, not Sagittarius or whatever. So yeah, let me just do something here so I can grab my notes and all that fun stuff.
Well, while he's doing that, if anybody's interested, and a shameless plug here, I just got this in the other day.
Ooh, which one is that?
This is the Poseidon C.
Is that the like the equivalent of the 2600? Is that
Yep.
the one with the IMX 571?
571. Yep.
Nice.
There you go. Got that in. Got a couple of guide cameras in.
There you go.
Off-axis guiders. All Player
Nice.
One stuff. So, and I got more coming in next week. So.
Okay. I think I'm good. So I'll go ahead and
all right, rock and roll. So it's
all right. So excuse me. Let me just grab some water here.
Did you want to turn me off, Dan, so that I'm not blocking the screen like that?
I was just fixing it.
Okay.
There you go.
Let me know when you're ready, and I can go ahead and I can move it on.
You're good to go. I might have to make ourselves a little smaller, but let's see. Go ahead.
Okay. No problem.
I'll duck down.
But yeah, mine isn't going to be super long like the last ones were, but it was very interesting. I love doing these constellations because I learned quite a bit. So this one is on the constellation Vulpecula, also known as the Fox. So we're going to go there. So first off, what and where is Vulpecula? Well, as far as the what, Vulpecula is actually one of the modern constellations, meaning that it was not named in relation to anything as far as back in the day from Greeks or the Romans of antiquity, but even though it's considered a modern constellation, it is still part of a constellation family. It's actually part of the Hercules constellation family. And it's a faint constellation. It's it's in the northern hemisphere, and this is a very interesting fact. There are no stars brighter than the 4th magnitude in Vulpecula. Its brightest star is Answer, and it's actually a red giant at magnitude 4.4. And where you can find Vulpecula, it's somewhat easy. It is actually within the Summer Triangle asterism, which is, and we talk about asterisms every once in a while. And we're going to talk about another one in a little while. But it's right there in the Summer Triangle, made up from Vega, Altair, and Deneb. And of the 88 constellations in the night sky, it is on the slightly smaller side. It is ranked 55th as far as size. It spans 268 degrees. It's in the northern hemisphere within, quadrant 4 of the northern hemisphere, and can be seen between latitudes of 90 degrees and negative 55 degrees latitude. And either through visual or imaging, they say it's best observed between July and September. So the story of Vulpecula is actually kind of cool. It was, like I said, it's not really tied to any Greek mythology. Vulpecula was introduced by a Polish astronomer, Johann Helios, in the 17th century. And the original name of Vulpecula is Vulpecula et Answer, which is translated, I guess, maybe from Polish, the little fox with the goose. So according to the astronomer Hevelius, the constellation depicts a fox carrying a goose in its jaws, and his correlation to try to tie it to Greek mythology, he says that the fox was carrying the goose in its jaws to Cerberus, which was another constellation that Hevelius named based off of the 3-headed dog that guards the underworld. And that's where we used to get, and that's where we get the correlation with the fox. But Cerberus, just as an FYI, as we know, is no longer listed as a constellation. But another interesting fact was that the stars in the constellation were actually separated into 2 separate constellations, one for the fox and the other for the goose. But later they decided to re-merge them back together. And the brightest star, Alpha Vulpeculae, which is a red giant, magnitude 4.4, is now known as Answer, or the goose, from the fox and the goose. So here are some of the stars. These are the stars that actually form the constellation. There are 5 stars that actually form the constellation itself, Alpha Vulpeculae. And according to the IAU, which gives all the abbreviations for the stars and stuff like that, its abbreviation is VUL for Vulpecula. But Alpha Vulpeculae, which is, if you see my arrow here at all, yep. It is right here. It is the second from the right. Then you have 23 Vulpeculae, which is at the very tail end. and that one's only 4.5 magnitude. There's 13 Vulpeculae, which is 4.57, 15 Vul, which is 4.66, and last, the front or the nose of the fox, it's 1 Vulpeculae or 1 Vul, which is at magnitude 4.76. So also some other really cool facts about Vulpecula. There are 5 stars that are known to have planets orbiting there's those areas, those solar systems. And also the first pulsar that was ever discovered was in Vulpecula. It was in 1967. It was pulsar B1919 plus 21. And that is basically the pulsar, and the 1919 is the declination, and the 21 is the right ascension. And it was actually discovered by Jocelyn Bell Burnell, who's a British astrophysicist, and Anthony Hewish, who was working with her on her thesis. And they actually discovered the pulsar, and it was making the pulse noises. And they actually thought originally that it was they were getting information or trying to be communicated to by an extraterrestrial civilization. So that was kind of cool to think, you know, hey, ET was trying to phone them. So that was pretty cool. And they actually won the Nobel Peace Prize, not the Peace Prize, but the Nobel Prize in physics for their discovery. So that was really, really cool. So here are some of the deep sky objects in Vulpecula. Of course, probably one of the most well-known one of the most is Messier 27. And this is credited to Jeko Jekov I pulled this from Astrobin. And also another cool fact, M27 is the first planetary nebula that was ever discovered. So a couple of firsts here in this constellation as far as Vulpecula. Another one, there's not a lot of deep sky objects in Vulpecula, but another one that a lot of people image, it's a combination of emission, nebulosity, and an open cluster. This is NGC 6820 and NGC 6823. And this image credited to Francesco Messina, also from Astrobin, where I grabbed this one from. So it was really, really nice detail. Dark nebulosity especially even in the H2, and the open cluster, star cluster, is right here in this area, right there. And lastly is one that's another asterism that I was mentioning. This is the coat hanger, also known as Brocchi's cluster. And this was credited to Thomas Richter from Astrobin as well. And the way if you can't see the coat hanger, actually this one, you'd have to flip it upside down because it starts here. Here's the hook there, and then across is the other part of the hanger where you would hang your coat. So I actually took an image of the coat hanger a few years ago with my RASA 8 and my ASI 294, but I wasn't very pleased with it, so that's why I did not show that one. So
I need to find an asterism that looks like a treadmill, because that's what I hang my clothes on.
You and me both. So yeah. So no, that's it. So there you go. So what does the fox say?
Ring a
ding 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 ring ding 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 ding. So there's my presentation for Vulpecula.
Nice.
Cool. Excellent stuff. Great job, Eric.
Very cool stuff. very interesting stuff.
Very, very cool. Very nice. What is it? Okay, so I kind of wait. Oh man, I got to turn off. We got double image here. Hold on a second. And
Double.
And we'll get rid of that. There we go. I did see a treadmill in that coat hanger. So if you go, can you bring up the picture? Can you bring up that picture again?
Yeah. Let me bring it back up. And there you go.
All right, so there's the treadmill. Here is the bottom of the treadmill. This is where you walk on. And then these 4 stars here at the bottom represent Sean after he passes out on the floor using the treadmill.
Oh yeah, there's the treadmill right there. Or me. That could be me too.
That was me passed out only after 2 seconds.
There it is.
I did a treadmill once, and I almost.
Okay, hold on. In all fairness, no one said I shouldn't be drinking while I was on the treadmill. All right.
Fair enough. I did a treadmill once. I used to do a lot of running when I was, younger and crazy, and I tried to do. I don't even know what the speed was, but it was an 8 speed. It said, I don't know, and it was on a 15-degree incline. So it's like I'm going up like this, and I couldn't stop. I was getting tired. I couldn't. I was running so fast I couldn't stop. So I had to jump off the treadmill. I jumped off and then spread my legs out and landed on the side of the treadmill. If I didn't do that, I would have. Right behind me is mirrored glass, so I would have been slammed right into the mirrored glass. But yeah, I'll never do that again. I can't do that. I'm just too old for that. I can't. I couldn't run when I was younger. I run like a girl. So, I can't run, I can't throw a football very well, although I am awesome in darts and pool. So if anybody wants to play darts or pool, I'll be happy to.
And Dan, let's give you credit too. You're really good at eating double stuffed Oreos. Wow.
Yes.
That man can plow them back.
Yes, I can. I am not ashamed. I was sitting there and I literally saw double stuffed Oreos and I was like, oh, give me that.
Impulse buy. Yeah, I just grabbed it.
Just grabbed it. And it was like
that was in Walmart, wasn't it? We were
walking the 5 that were left in the bag that I took home with me were gone like within 5 minutes of being in the car.
I bet.
So, what do we got here?
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I'm sitting there, and Trish had 1 or 2, and I think Sean had 1 or 2. Other than that, I went through that whole bag.
Jeez. Josh he's giving out some info here. Definitely wear the safety clip, y'all. For sure. Wear the safety clip on your treadmills.
A lot of Long Islanders do play softball, but I never figured out how to play arc softball. I struck out constantly.
Really? Slow pitch arc?
Yep. Can't do it.
Can't get it, huh?
Nope. I just can't get it up. I can't.
I'm not touching that one, dude. Oh, wow. Lord.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we'll just let that one go.
Dude, we are a family show here.
That almost tops Eric last week.
Yeah, we won't say what Eric said.
Please don't.
Just let that one go.
It was. You know what? I play golf. I play golf. I like to play golf. I don't play as enough as I used to. I used to play twice a week, and I used to be in the low 90s, and I was happy with that. Other than that, softball was not my thing. Football, I will get crushed by anybody.
Oh man, I love it.
I did all the cool sports that you didn't have to move, like darts, pool, and golf. You don't have to move. You don't have to run. No. You walk. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
That was
I'm going through my my new Star Wars cards that just came to me. So
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. I didn't watch it yet. I
I
So.
haven't watched it either. Actually, I
All right,
want to
cool.
watch it tonight. I want to watch at least the
All
first episode. It was a 2 episode, wasn't it?
There was two.
Yes, two episodes. And
Yeah,
then
so
number
I'll
3 will
wait
be
for a couple of weeks to get ahead. I can't do week to week. I can't. I forget. My memory is so shot as it is. I will forget what happened in the first 2 episodes by the time the third one comes out. I'll wait. I need to binge things at this point because either that or start taking Prevagen.
Here's some quick advice. You don't necessarily need to do it, but I would recommend watch Rebels before you watch Ahsoka.
I'm in the middle of the Clone Wars right now.
Okay.
So I'm watching it in order a little bit.
Gotcha.
So I want to see that. I'll see Bad Batch and Visions. I'll watch the cartoons. I don't mind doing that. I like the lore of Star Wars, so I think it's cool. But anyway, it's 9:00. I guess I'll start mine. I guess we'll do that, and then we need to talk about. Everybody, is picture of the week up?
Let me double check. I got to go over. Let's get over to the website.
Do a quick plug to picture of the week.
Yep, absolutely. You got till 9:30. You have until 9:30 to cast your vote.
Oh yeah, picture of the week is up. Yeah, it's got to be up.
Yeah.
It's Friday. I thought it was Wednesday.
Nope, it's up. No, I just don't have it up on my screen. Is all.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right. So first things first, we're gonna do. Let's see. So where's my PowerPoint here? Let me get this rolling here. POW PowerPoint. There we go. And open. Hercules. There we go. And I'll minimize that one, and we'll minimize that. All right, so here we go. So we got, and I need one more person here. Hold on a second. Sean, where are you, Sean?
Right here.
Oh, thanks.
Right there. I'm looking right at him. He's right there. You can't miss him.
He's right there.
Coming right for us. And you don't need to see it. So layers, Dan, get rid of Dan. There we go. All right. All right. So here we go. So we have Hercules, right? So I'm sorry. What did you say?
Hercules. That's it. Excellent.
Did you guys talk about that and stage that?
I told him I was going to do it, but he didn't think I'd do it. But yeah, I did it.
I don't think you do it either, but he did. Awesome.
I did it. I done did it.
Done did it.
All right. So let's see what we got here. So Hercules, right? So Hercules has a lot of history, and I thought that I always knew that there was a lot of history in it, but and if you want to know more, please go to the web and look at it all. If I went through all the labors of Hercules, it would take literally the rest of the show. So Hercules history, right? Here we go. We got the Hulk playing, Mr. Hercules there. So Hercules, well, he had a really, really complicated family tree. It's really very, very strange of what's going on, how he came to be. First, he's the son of Zeus and Alcmene. Okay, so who was the wife of Zeus? Does anybody know who the wife of Zeus was?
Yeah, Hera.
Hera, right? It was Hera. So, well, who the hell is Alcmene? Who the hell is that? Well, here you go. So Zeus, met this human on Earth, and became enamored with Alcmene and decided that he wanted to sleep with her. So what he did was that
Zeus is a player.
yeah, total player. So not even that, because he was a god. He was king of Olympus, right? So what does he do? He morphs himself and he makes believe that he is Alcmene's husband and sleeps with her. And to make it even worse, Alcmene was actually the granddaughter of Perseus. So, wow, crazy. Also said to be one of Zeus's sons. I mean, it's really out of control. We spoke about it on another show when we spoke about Perseus. If you want to know about that, you could go back to the show under Constellations walkthroughs, and it's up there. So well, because of all this, right? Of course, Hera hated Hera hated Hercules because he is now the spawn of a lowly human person that Zeus had a one-off with. So here we go. And Hera's hate became she was so infused with the hate, it lasted years and years, and it burned in her. So she put him through so much garbage. It was incredible. So you know what he says? He says, you know what? Screw all this. I'm going to Thebes. I'm going to get away from everybody and I'm going to Thebes and I'm going to, live a normal life and I'm going to have a family and children and just live my life. And he does. Well, for a time,
For a while.
for a little bit. Now, I'm going to put my own little spin on this, because that's what I do. But Hera's like, well, you know what? Why is he having such a good time? He's a spawn of my, it's ridiculous. He's like, whatever. So I'm going to make him go crazy just for a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make him kill his wife and his kids. And that's what he does. He kills his wife and his kids. And when he comes up out of this temporary insanity that was infused upon him by Hera, he wakes up and he is distraught with guilt and he was just so crazy. He was going nuts. He actually takes off yet again, right? And he goes to check out um um the um the oracle of the oracle of
Delphi?
what is it?
Delphi?
Delphi, the Oracle of Delphi, right? Thank you. So he goes to the Oracle of Delphi, and at that time, the Pythia, who was the high priestess, her name was Xenoclea. And so he goes and he asks her, "What can I do to be cleansed of the sin of matricide, not matricide, of patricide, and killing my wife and killing my kids, and I got to do something." So she sentences him to 12 years a slave, pretty much, and he goes under like he turns into a slave to this king called, I'm going to butcher the name, um, Eurystheus or something. I can't pronounce his name, but he also, it turns out to be like a friend of Hera's, and he hates Hercules as well. So not only does he have to do that, he has to do 12 impossible labors to clear his soul of sin. Now, in the beginning, it doesn't sound too hard, but the 12 labels of a Hercules, right? So here we go. So the 12, let me get this over here. Hold on a second. And there, and there. There you go. Let me just slide this over here. So the 12 labels of Hercules, right? So the first one is the killing of the Nemean lion, right? The Nemean lion. So basically, this lion was just coming around. And I'm not going to go over the whole thing because there's 12 of them. It would take forever. But basically, he thought this was going to be a big deal, but he ended up strangling it with his with his bare hands and beating him over the head with a club and killing him. So first one, not so bad. Next is the Lernaean Hydra, and if you know what the Hydra is, it's basically it's a snake snaky kind of being with 9 heads, and it's just going around. And here's the thing: if one of the heads got hurt, 2 more would grow out in its place. So, but Hercules was pretty cool, and he's already basically a human demigod at this point. So he slices off the heads while his charioteer cauterizes the wounds with a torch, so the heads can't grow back. So he kills the Hydra and keeps the blood. The blood is poisonous, and he starts making poisonous arrows. So now he's got poisonous arrows. Okay, and that's going to come into later. Then the Hind of Artemis, he saves Artemis's deer. Then the Ermanthian boar. You remember Ermanthian? That's the king that he went under slavery with. He chases this wild boar up a mountain. He brings it up. The king is so scared he hides in a jar and lets it go. Then the Augean stables. He's ordered to clean thousands of cows in one day, and they haven't been cleaned in 30 years. So what does Hercules do? He's a genius. He turns 2 rivers together and runs the rivers into the stables and cleans the cows in one day. Wonderful. And I'm there's a lot more to this, but I'm going over them really quick. Then there's the Stymphalian birds, and these things are like for you D&D fans out there. What was that? The Stygian?
Stygians.
Stygian.
Mm-hmm.
Those birds with the big spikes. Yeah, it's kind of like those guys. So they lived up there. They had claws that were so basically they lived in a tree. He shook the tree. He took the arrows with the Hydra's blood, killed all the birds with the poison, and there goes number 6. Number 7 is a bull that he had to kill, but he didn't kill it. He saved it, and then he gave it to the king again. The king set it free, and it roamed Greece for about 35 years, causing terror wherever it went. Then the mares of Diomedes. Basically, this guy was serving his horses human meat to human people. He was just like killing men and feeding it to the horse.
Yep.
So basically, Hercules killed Diomedes, set the horses free, and they made the horses tame. So Hercules was able to lead them back to the king and save them there. Then he fights the Amazons and gets Hippolytes' girdle. Then the cattle I'm switching to the cattle, and then the apples of Hesperides. That was a big thing. And then also at the end, he was ordered to capture something that Eric alluded to before in his other one. He was told to capture Cerberus, which is the 3-headed guard dog, the hellhound somebody was saying about. But Hercules rested down the dog and agreed with Hades to take him back. and then Cerberus was returned back to Hades and everything was fine. So he was cleaned at that point. There's a lot more to it than that. I kind of glossed over him, but he had to go through a lot. But anyway, so obviously, number 1, we all know what it is, right? M13. Okay. This is a picture that I took a couple of years ago. It's a globular cluster. It's 22,000 light years away. It was discovered by Halley in 1714, but then rediscovered by Charles Messier and cataloged in, I think it was 1744, if I remember right. Has up close to about 500,000 stars. Unbelievable amount of stars in this thing. It's also the largest cluster in the north. So if you haven't checked out M13 yet, go check it out. It's pretty cool.
Didn't we send a radio signal to M13?
We did. We actually
70s?
sent a radio signal up there, hoping that it would be returned to us. And unfortunately, we're still waiting. So
we're still waiting.
That was in the 70s, I think. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, 1974 actually.
Yeah. I was 3 years old.
It was. They say it was meant as a demonstration of human technological achievement rather than a real attempt to enter into a conversation with ET.
Yep.
So yeah,
pretty
interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, no, that is.
All right, number 2, M92. The only one of the few things. There's not a lot of stuff in Hercules. You'd be surprised because it is one of the larger constellations out there, but it's a little bit sparsely populated. Another loose globular cluster, 26,000 light years away, discovered by Johann Eller Bode. You might recognize that guy's name from Bode's Nebula in 1777. It's for those of you that remember from my last the Trumpler class. It's about how sparse and how dense the cluster is, and what color the stars are, and if it's open or closed, or dense or open, whatever. So, if you want to know more about the Trumpler classification system, see my video, last week's video. This I thought was pretty interesting. M92 is actually it's redshifting, which means it's coming closer to us, right? So, but it's moving at 112 kilometers a second. So I thought that was pretty fast. I thought that was pretty cool to know. And that's actually a Hubble Space Telescope photo. So, and this is one thing I thought that was interesting. This is the Hercules cluster. This is Able 2151. Look at all those galaxies in this picture. It's amazing how many galaxies are in here. The brightest one, I think, is 6045 right here, if I remember right.
That almost looks like the hockey stick.
It does. It does look like the hockey stick, you know. But I mean, it's definitely amazing the amount of galaxies, and he didn't even circle them all on here. There's a little guy up there. There's another guy over here. More and more. There are 100. There are over 200 galaxies in this picture. Unbelievable. The brightest member is 6041. Oh, I'm sorry. That's this guy over here. 6041. This one right here. No, this was 21 hours with a 10-inch quattro. So not out of the realm of a lot of people. So feel free to kind of give this a shot. Photo was given to me by Euros Gorjank from Astrobin. And then one overlooked pic, because that's all I have. This was kind of interesting to me. I thought this was kind of cool. This is NGC 6210. It's called the Turtle Nebula. It's 3,300 light years away. This is 3 hours with an 11 edge. Only 3 hours.
That's kind of cool. It does look like a turtle.
Yeah.
It looks like a turtle.
Pretty cool. And Stefan was his name. And this is a one-shot color image as well. So, in Germany. And that's it.
Awesome, man.
That's
very,
all I
very
got.
nicely done. Very nicely done.
Oh, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules,
Hey,
Hercules,
that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful.
Anyway. Hercules, Hercules.
Yes, that's my baby. Yes, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Funny stuff, funny stuff.
Oh,
Always got to add stuff in there, right?
Absolutely.
All right, and so that is Hercules and Vulpecula.
Yeah, we'll talk a little later because there are quite a few constellations within the Hercules family. The Hercules family is actually the largest of all of the constellation families. So there's quite a few constellations that we can go through and knock out there.
Well, Sagittarius, right? So got to grab that next.
Yeah.
What's up, Chris?
Hey,
Dave,
Chris.
Mike,
how are you?
Tom, everybody's coming on. Newman. Yeah. No, what I'll do is what I've been doing with these constellation videos, after the show, I'll chop up each constellation. And there is a playlist now on the YouTube channel called Constellation Walkthroughs. And they're gonna replay on every Saturday. There'll be a replay of the constellation. So maybe this week, tomorrow I'll put on Eric's, and then the following Saturday I'll put on mine. So it will always have something. So you'll technically have Astroworld on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So so there you go.
And we're gonna go through all 88 of them.
We are. We're gonna go through them all, and even some ones that we make up. I want to get to 90. I'm gonna get to 90. I'm gonna make my own constellation.
I'm gonna find 2 more.
Yep. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make one. All right. So I'm dying to get my picture together of the seahorse, see what I got going. And we only got 10 minutes left for a picture of the week.
Yes. You got 10 minutes. If you haven't voted yet, go vote. You got 10 minutes.
Go vote.
Tell your family, tell your friends.
How many votes we got? We got over 20 this week?
Let me see here.
15?
How many
oh my goodness.
We only have 15.
Did I vote? I don't remember if I voted. Let me see. Is that your final answer? Nope, I just voted. Okay. So go on and vote.
All right.
Vote right now. You got 9 minutes, 9 times.
9.
What's the website again, Dan?
astroworldweb.com/IOTW.
I shall go on and vote.
Go vote.
Go vote.
Absolutely.
Cast your vote now.
Yes.
You got a lot of great images, eh?
What's that?
Got a lot of great
this year,
images.
this one, we've only had actually 2 contestants, but but nonetheless, still really good images.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
That's a tough one.
Yep.
The tulip is a tough target.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying that the Heart Nebula isn't. It's just the tulip is tough too.
I don't care what anybody says.
They both look great. They both look fantastic.
When you point your camera into the dark sky, into the deep space, no matter what it is, that is a tough target.
Yeah, it is.
They're tough. It's not like terrestrial,
Nope.
There, I voted. Ta-da.
Nice.
There you go.
Hey, I should share my screen here for a second, and
sure.
I will show you. I'm sure some people have seen it. Some people maybe haven't. That's ta-da. That's that is Dan and I with Trevor and Ashley from Astro Backyard. We had
Very
a chance
cool.
to meet up and talk. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was a good little chat and stuff.
Is this your first time? Was this your first time meeting Trevor and Ashley?
No. I've met Trevor before, and I've talked to him before and stuff like that many times actually. So it was just a matter of running into him. It's funny when you're at an event like that. You would think that you'd run into people more easily, but you don't. Everything's so spread out, right?
Yep.
So
for sure.
We just had
you got to be like a stalker and stuff, and
almost. Yeah. I saw him down at the Skywatcher booth talking to Ron. So I said, let's make our way down and so that
we made a beeline. We're like, go, we gotta go get him. So
we were fast walking.
Yeah, as fast as we could, But I also, I don't know if I said this on Wednesday, but Trevor, along with Sean, and Dylan O'Donnell will be on Astropalooza December 9th. So,
nice.
That's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's going to be great. It's going to be good.
So this is the HM.
Yeah, that's the HEM 15 that I used right there. HEM 15. With the Starfield Optics 60Q astrograph, and this is the QHY 268, but it's the version with the fiber optic capability in it. So it's a rather big one compared to
Okay.
like it's almost as big as the telescope.
It literally
But,
adds like the fiber optics actually add about 1.5 inches to the back end.
Yeah, quite
Almost
a bit,
2
actually.
inches.
What is the purpose of the fiber optic? As far as
Just
of course
speed.
it's speed, but
speed, basically. Yeah.
Data
just
transfer.
sheer
That's it.
data transfer.
okay, so
yeah.
just data transfer. Sure. Okay.
That's actually Sean's rig that he has been using from my Optron.
Yep. Yeah, Optron was nice enough. Was it Roger Rivers there?
Yep. Roger Rivers at iOptron. Yep.
Yeah, he was nice enough to
I think that's
let me borrow that.
that's a 300 focal length, right?
The Starfield scope is a 300 millimeter focal length.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, definitely. And this this was the image that I was able to get with it. I only got 3 hours, unfortunately, on M31, just due to time constraints and dawn emerging. But that wasn't bad. I was not unhappy with this result. Really great guiding by the HEM15. Tracking capability, kept the stars nice and round and sharp, and got good detail on it.
Nice.
So,
I'm dying. I'm gonna come home from. I hope my boss isn't watching, but I'm gonna come home from work early tomorrow and put that picture together.
yeah.
Let's see where virtual 3 up. Boom. No, yeah, you know what? Something about that picture. I see a lot. I mean, it could be me, maybe my cataracts. I don't know, but I see a lot of depth in like it looks like an M31. It's almost like kind of collapsing into the core. I see a little depth kind of in there. It looks really cool with that.
Yeah. If I had more time on that, I could have gotten more detail and more color capability out of that image, out of that data. But for 3 hours, I think that really shows off the capability of the equipment, considering it's a very mobile friendly, very travel friendly setup. You can get that. You can get that up and running really fast and get some good data coming in from it. So. Really happy with that.
Did you take a look at the collimation yet? Did you get a picture with the 8-inch?
No, that'll be tomorrow night.
Nice.
Yeah, Dan and I, we worked on that when he was here. We worked on the collimation.
We did with the OCal.
Wow. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, well,
we should have. What we should have done was read the instructions first, because I couldn't remember how it worked.
It's been months since I used it too, so I don't remember either.
Well, that's exactly. It's been so long. So, but the OCal works, or OCal, or however it's pronounced. It works really well. I really like it for its capability. But yeah, we were fighting two ends there, back and forth, and until we read the instructions and realized what we were doing was wrong. So, but it looked pretty good. I mean, I think it looks correct. Anyways. Considering I had yanked that mirror out, the primary out, and cleaned it, and then threw it back in, I think we got it pretty good. Yep. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow night to be able to image with it and get do a test and stuff, and hopefully it's all good, and I can actually take some data tomorrow night. So we'll see how it goes.
There you go.
Yeah, tomorrow night and Sunday night look good here, so that's what I'm hoping for anyways. And I get to try out the new Player One camera that Player One sent me with the filter wheel, and I've never used an off-axis guider, so this will be interesting test to see how that works. I guess it's really no different than using a guide scope in the end, except it can be harder to find a star perhaps, but depending where you're pointed. But it's quite a nice setup that they sent for me to test and use in that. So I'm really happy with that. And big shout out to Sean Wang?
Yep.
Is with Player One. Yeah. No, that I really appreciate them doing that, and that was thanks to I had actually put Luke from Luke-O-Matico in touch with Optolong with Jessica there, for the L Extreme F2 filter.
Yep.
And he in
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
put me in touch with John Wang with Player One to try out their gear and stuff like that. So that was a nice collaboration that we had going on.
Well,
Yeah.
the instructions that we watched, that we used, that were English, was a film of a young gentleman on YouTube that actually had a very. If you want, I can put the link on there. That was actually a decent explanation of how to use it. The instructions, you're right, Mark, that they put on the website are almost illegible in English, and it's not very well put together. But this young gentleman that did a video and an unboxing and an instruction video on the OCal did it pretty good. So
yeah. If you want to put that up there, because like I said, I have an OCal as well, and I'd like to maybe take a look at that, see if I'm doing things the same way maybe he has with. But you were using a Newtonian, right? You're using a Newtonian.
Yep.
So I'm with the Schmidt, so it's not maybe as bad.
But the theory is still the same, you know.
But yes, but the theory is still usually the same.
Wonder if it's in my history. Let's see.
So yeah, that's one of the, I should maybe at some point do the same for anyone who's interested. In the OCal, you can still get them. But you just have to go to AliExpress. I believe that's the only site that at least I'm aware of right now, and you can get them direct from China. Because they were on Amazon for a while, but they haven't been on Amazon for about a year or so, maybe 2. So I'm not sure where they're at, here in the, in the northern, here in the West, rather, where they're at. I'm not sure if Altair may have them. I'm not sure.
What? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just looking around. Yeah, they're hard to find.
They're hard to find. Yeah. The only place that I can think of.
In most places.
Yeah, the only place I can think of would be on AliExpress, where you might be able to grab one if that's something you're interested in.
Actually, I tried to contact them to become a dealer, but
no
dice.
No. But yeah, Mark saying, from my understanding, Amazon booted them for some reason. Yeah. Who knows? I know it's been about a year, maybe almost 2. Yeah, the imaging circle with the Edge 8, it's definitely for crop sensor type. If you really want to make sure that you're not risking any type of vignetting, you can definitely. That's the one that you would want to consider. Oh yeah, we're just past 8:32. So let's check out.
Just put the link if anybody wants the YouTube video for the OCal. It's in the chat box. So go ahead.
Yeah. So let me share my screen here.
Man, it's 9:30. All right, how many?
All right. Yeah. And remember our last week's winner was the Eagle Nebula, the America version by Chris, which I think is a great shot. I love the dark nebulosity, and he did wonderfully with the Pillars of Creation and just the red, the light, the blues and the white of the stars. This looks really, really nice. But the voting is closed, and our current contestants, or entries rather, were the Heart Nebula by Phoenix Astro. They're Mark Ellis. Very nicely done. And we also have by Tom Peter, FH2101, the Tulip Nebula in a wide field setup. Also very nicely done. So we actually got 18 votes. So we got a little bit of a boost from when we were last chatting. So nicely done. So thank you all. And let's go and take a look. Let me just refresh this. Oh no, I stand corrected. 21
Yep, there you go.
is, and so let's take a look. See, 21, and the winner is Tom Peter, the Tulip Nebula. Congratulations.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Go to the tulips.
Was that Tiny Tim? The little
Yeah, that's Tiny Tim. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations there, Tom. Very
Nice,
nicely
Tom.
done. You are moving towards, that I believe is the it is. That's the last entry or last week
August,
for
yeah.
August. Yes, because next week it'll be September 1st is that Friday, so that'll be the first one.
Yep. Just so we know, we're over the halfway of the year, of course. And here's the situation. I think I got to go back. I was doing some work on all the photos. I think we have one person that won 2 pictures in a month already.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think Greg
so.
Meyer did that last month, and he had one at the beginning of the year. So, Greg, I know you had the Lagoon, and I believe it was Malot 15 as well. You got to choose which one you want because you can only have one picture in a month. So, choose a picture in a month that you want, and then the second place winner of the month that you don't pick will be the picture of the month for that month. So,
yeah, it's actually because he had the June picture of the month, which was his M101 with the supernova.
Oh, and then last month.
And then last month, so he's won 2 straight.
Yep. Because he had that big. Didn't he have the big? Was that the Lagoon? Was it
the Lagoon? Yes,
yeah,
the Lagoon. So he's won back to back. Yes.
Yeah. So you got to choose which one. Whoever the lucky winner is, we'll congratulate them on the website as well. So
hey, you know what?
And as well, Jason Pellegrini as well. We'll have to Jason, you as well, because he won for April with, and he also won the June, and he also won for June the Crescent Nebula. That was.
All right, we'll have to look at that, guys. So
we'll have to look at those. We'll have to double check. No, actually, June was a tie.
Yeah,
it was that tie. So we had to figure this piece out. So
Sean, you were saying something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I was going to throw it out there while I've got everyone's attention. If anyone has any data on M8 Lagoon Nebula, close-up data that they would be willing to share, I would love to process it and, put it out there and, share credit and whatnot. I can't image the lagoon from my backyard just because of trees. It is never available to me. I tried to get some data at Starfest there, wide field data. It just wasn't enough. I didn't have enough time before it sunk too low to the horizon. So, if anyone has any data that they're willing to share, hit me up and I'd love to process it just because I haven't done it. Like I said, it's been over 10 years since I imaged the Lagoon Nebula.
Yeah,
and I'm really itching to get back and try again my hand at processing it with the new tools that we got available to us now.
Yep.
Because I mean, back when I did it, that was back. It was actually used in Astronomy magazine back when I did it. I think it was about 2012, and I was using Photoshop, and I took that data using a modified Canon 350 XT. So things have changed quite a bit.
A little bit.
Point. Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Much, just a little.
Just a little bit. No. Go ahead. Sorry, Jimmy, I gotta go. Tanya. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah. So if anybody wants, I know Greg literally just had that big picture of the lagoon, and maybe he'd be willing to share that too. So I'm sure he would. He's pretty open. All right. So I don't know. It says 9:40. I got nothing.
Yeah. I've got to go through it seriously. Sometime this week. I'm going to be working on the Dark Shark to see if I've made any improvements this year. I think the Dark Shark for me has been like my unicorn. It's the one I always keep trying to go after and improve on, because I'm never satisfied with it. So this time last time I did it with Shark Puppet.
Yep, Shark Puppet. Yep.
So we had Shark Puppet I think it was last year or the year before when I did it with the Rasa, and this year I've done it with the FLT91, and this one was full mono. It was
Nice.
last time they were all one shot color, so this time it's all mono.
So
I'd like to see how we did.
I'm going to take requests for tomorrow night. If you have an object in the southeast to northeast that you want me to take a picture of that's above 35 degrees, let me know. I will try and do that. I'm going to be putting out my 130 AP and taking some imaging tomorrow night. So hopefully while I'm playing around with Pix Insight and the Seahorse. So that's my plan for tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Depends on how much wine I drink. All right.
Yeah, I'll have to figure something out myself. Yeah.
What was that, Sean?
What's that, John?
I was just going to say I took an image of the shark. I was just looking it up real quick here. I'll share.
Well, you got the one right behind you there, which is a really cool one that you have. Is that in metal?
That's the actual image that I took.
That's
but
canvas.
I'll put it up on the screen here. That's canvas. Yeah. It actually. You know what? Okay. I pursued the Dark Shark for years with different telescopes. Tried different things, and it took a long time to get to this level. So that image there, if you can see it.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. And
get your full screen.
Which okay. And which what was your setup for this one?
So that setup there was the Starfield 8-inch astrograph with the Nexus, the Starzona Nexus reducer flattener. So it was F3, 600 millimeter. And I used the QHY 268 monochrome with the Optolong filters, LRGB filters to take that.
That's cool.
And what was your integration? What was your total
long was
capture?
it? Oh, you know what? I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. I don't have that written down anywhere. It's probably in Pix Insight in my notes, but I don't know offhand. But I mean, with the 8-inch at F3, that's a light bucket, right?
Yeah.
So it really it doesn't take much. I would probably. If I was to guess, I would probably say it's really not anything more than about 10 hours of data using that setup. I can get some really fantastic data in using it. So turns out really nice. I like that. I like that setup.
Yeah, I like the Galaxy. I think that's a small spiral. That's to the
I do too.
Of SEP 16. So that one's really nice. Like I said, it's been my unicorn for the longest. It's a great target. It's a good challenge. It's a really, really good challenge.
You know what? It is a very challenging target just because it doesn't have a lot of surface brightness to it. But it's also challenging to process it and get it looking to bring out that nebulosity in the data too, right? So I've seen a lot of takes on the Dark Shark, and it's hard to get the brightness of the nebulosity that exists there.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you because trying to bring out all of that, all of that dust, and because it is so opaque,
it is.
I that's what makes it so much fun for me. Our dark nebulas. That's what makes them so much fun. Josh, yeah. I know Dan, you're working on the Dark Seahorse.
Yep.
I would like to also try another one. I would like to try to go after as far as Dark Nebula would be Bernard's E, because that takes some time to get the full E, on there.
That was going to be
really
the snake was going to be my other one, but I said, you know what? I'm just going to put whatever time I have into one object, because Dark Nebula, just like you guys both alluded to, Dark Nebula, you need to integrate a lot of data to get what you need to get.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And unfortunately, I mean, I'm not even going to get, if I did 100 hours from New York, it probably still wouldn't be enough.
No.
It's just so, I would blow out the whole thing. It would just be so bad. So whenever I go to a dark sky, like dark sky meaning anything sub Bortle 5 or 5.5, I'm going to be shooting the stuff that I can't shoot at from New York.
Right. Josh is asking, how much time am I close to 20 hours and still getting a modeled background? Because you working on the Dark Seahorse, so that's what I was saying.
Oh, I got a nice background, but again, I was shooting at Bortle 2.
Okay.
So and then 2, I didn't even add the Bortle. What was it, Sean? 4 maybe at Starfest.
Yeah, it's about a Bortle 4 there.
And then
yeah,
a 5, 6 at Ron's house.
Yeah, I brought the meter, but I never actually
Yeah,
used it.
I
At
brought 2
Starfest.
meters. I didn't look at either one of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll have about 10. So I'll find out tomorrow on what I got in there, and I'll show you right out of the stack. But I did a nice, it wasn't even like people gave me a lot of hate because I like my green, but I mean, I had a little green in it, and I did a second one. If you want, you can see it in Astro Bin. There is an A and a B on the Seahorse. The A has the green, the B doesn't. So I only did, the only thing I really did really quick, and again, normally this isn't my way of color balancing a photo. I did like a 30% minimum green SCNR. And that's all I did. I just dumped it in and added it in and did everything. So that's not normally how I do things. What's that?
You did a good job. You did a good job with it. I think I razzed you a lot about the green, but
no, you just thought the moon was good.
Yeah, I know, that was funny. Yeah,
So,
Dan sent me 2 photos. He sent me one of the seahorse, and he sent a moon photo, and I said the moon looks nice.
He totally disregarded the other one. He said, "Oh yeah, the moon looks good."
Whatever. The other one's crap.
So I was like, "Oh, so the
comment.
seahorse sucks, huh?"
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny, but there is a lot of dust, and you got to know. You know what? You got to know the object. So take a look at Astrobin. Take a look at other people that have done it, because the last thing you want to do is drop a sample, right, Sean? Drop like a background extraction sample on part of the nebula.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
exactly. So do a super stretch. Do like one of those really like blasted out stretched so you can see it. And that could kind of bring out, at least you'll get better, and Sean, correct me if I'm wrong, a better outlook on where you're putting your samples, if you're doing, DBE and that kind of thing. Kill the green. It's not easy being green. All right, well, we do. Well, it is Friday, right? So we do have to give away a Masters of PixInsight class. So we got to do that. So why don't we do that real quick, and then we will do the Shana Na and say good night, sweetheart. Then we'll do that.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so here we go. We're going to do desktop capture. There we go, and we're going to go to the Sean Nielsen specials. The wheel of Sean Nielsen, and you know what I'm going to do now that I got lots of pictures of you, instead of the picture of Masters of PixInsight or whatever, I'm going to put your
on there.
I'm going to put your mug right there.
Around.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm also going to use the mug that I will never show anybody, the one of you at the telescope.
After the Ocal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. That was such a disgusted look I had on my face.
Oh, it's great. That goes in the private stack. That goes.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. So every Friday night we give away a Masters of Pixel Insight class. It's a 2-hour workshop. I believe their next one starts off the newbie series again. So that starts off from the WBPP deep dive, which is the next one. So free Masters of Pixel Insight class. Here we go. And the lucky winner is Alicia Whithouse. All right, Alicia.
All right.
All right, Alicia, I'll send you an email. ALRCRA. Wait. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so I'll send you an email and you can get a voucher for that. And Pete Prue will get back to you on how to redeem your voucher. Yeah, so congrats. Awesome. All right. Well, it's about that time, fellas.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll just quickly show you my
Yeah.
seahorse.
Oh, you got it? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I got one too. Yeah, it turned out not bad. I mean, I might go back and reprocess it, but it turned out not too bad. I think, anyways. That's it there.
That's the one on your wall, right?
That is the one on my wall too.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That looks great, man.
That looks really really good.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
good.
I thought I actually was really happy with it. I think when I bit the stars, maybe I could do a little better job with the stars, but it overall, I mean, you're not looking at it like that. You're looking at it like this, right?
Right.
So this is how I intended to present it. So it looks really, it's good. It picked up a lot of the faint dust and whatnot that's in that region of space. So I'm overall, I'm pretty happy with it.
No,
Josh,
that's really good. It's really good.
Josh said that looks backwards to me. No, he's just swimming left.
Just swimming left.
He's swimming left. He's a lefty.
Let him be. Let him be.
Yeah.
Let it
He's
be.
a lefty.
Let it
Just like
be. It needs more green.
Yeah, no doubt, eh? Yeah, I know. Well, if I use the mop workflow, it would be green, right?
No, what's that? We call it the Mo Green script. All right, awesome, everybody. It's that time to say goodnight and enjoy everybody's weekend. So, final thoughts to we'll do Eric, then Sean, then we'll say goodnight.
No, again, thanks everybody for your continued support. It's been great. Looking forward to a fun weekend, or at least a relaxing weekend. If you can get out there, image, and hopefully it won't be so hot for you either. So, but just have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll catch you on Wednesday. Don't forget, tomorrow, 8:01 a.m. Eastern, the entries open up for next week's picture of the week for September 1st. So 8:01, you will be able to go to the website, astroworldweb.com/IOTW, and submit your entry to the Google folder.
Yep.
And that's going to be open until Tuesday.
Till Tuesday. Isn't that a band? Till Tuesday?
Till Tuesday.
It's a band, yeah.
Sounds
for a
like
hamburger today.
Anyways.
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
What song did they sing that Till Tuesday? Was that? There's a song that they were big in the 80s. I don't know. That's just me. Hey, Sean, any final thoughts, my friend?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, not really.
Actually, Eric, I think that was a dig at you.
Dig at you.
Probably. I'm not surprised.
Uh,
Yeah.
I can take it.
No, I actually, you know what? I don't really have any final thoughts other than thanks very much for having me on. It's been great, and I always enjoy participating in the show here, and look forward to many more times coming on and hanging out with you guys. So,
if
thanks
if
very
you want to
much.
come on next Friday, because Eric's going to be out. If you want to come on, I'll hold you
Yeah,
to
sure.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, that would be great.
You know.
You know.
I will catch up. Yeah. All right. Whatever. I'm out of here.
Hercules,
That's all I
Hercules,
can
Hercules,
stand.
Hercules.
I can't stand no more.
As long as you don't end up like the guy from Network, you'll be fine. You'll be all right.
Oh man, yeah. I
Well-
know when I'm being mistreated.
But you know what, Eric? It's all out of love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I know.
You know,
I know.
it's all out of love.
Yeah.
It's all. Yep. You know. It's all good.
Oh man, I can't wait! I can't wait to make up the new batch of shirts. I can't wait.
You know.
It's just gonna be.
You need Eric's mug on there with
You know?
So we're gonna have Astroworld.
I am Tom. I'm a poor beat puppy.
We'll have on the show. We'll have Astroworld, Visible Dark. We'll have who else? Who else? We'll have like Masters of Pix Inside, Prima Lucha, everything. And on the bottom, it's just gonna say, you know.
You know.
That's it. It's not gonna say anything else. That's it.
It's sweet, direct, and to the point. You know. It's just short.
Maybe they won't get mad about that shirt. Like, you know, it's not about the length; it's about the girth. Sure.
Like the other one.
Oh God, some people just can't take a joke. I mean, come on.
People.
All right, fellas.
Inconceivable.
It's inconceivable. All right, Newman. We'll catch you later. Everybody, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. And it's going to be a clear weekend, at least on the East Coast. I know at least Sean's got some good skies tomorrow night. I got some good skies tomorrow night. So we'll see what I do. I mean, if I don't drink a lot, I'll get some imaging done. If I drink a lot, I won't. So that being said, all right, everybody, have a good night. Mike, George, Newman, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us, and congratulations to Alicia Witten. And we'll get you your voucher for that Master Pix Insight class. So thank you everybody for hanging out. Everybody have a great weekend. Be safe, and remember, as always, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you Wednesday night. Have a good night, everybody.
See you Wednesday.
Thanks,
You
guys.
know.
See you Wednesday. You know. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
Yeah. No. Yeah.